Earlier this year, I made $100,000 in 30 days. Twice, using a simple funnel that you can copy and paste today for free. And I'm gonna show you how I got a 50x ROAS. Yeah, 50x, that's a 5,000% ROI. And it's not just me. Hundreds of coaches and consultants have used this exact trusted and proven system to scale. The first step to building a $100,000 funnel isn't fancy software or a big ad budget, and it even makes my ads for me for free. So let's break this down. The easiest way to make sales isn't to convince strangers. It's to give people who already trust you an opportunity to invest in making their lives better. Step one is always build an audience. Even a small one, who actually cares about what you're doing. Years ago, when I got my first $100,000 month, I only had a couple hundred Instagram followers, and no YouTube video got over 500 views. I never went viral. I didn't even have an email list. Now, if you're thinking, but I don't have an audience, don't stress. I've got free videos linked down below that'll help you build one from scratch, even if you're starting from day zero. Because once you have just a handful of people who trust you, this system works. So how do you turn a small trusted audience into real money? That brings us to step two. Build a funnel that turns trust into actions. The real move is to make it harder to get in. Here's where most people mess up. They think more leads equals more money. But if you let just anyone in, you're gonna end up with a whole bunch of people who aren't a good fit and waste your time and theirs. Real unlock here is perspective. Most funnel tools can't filter leads or assign values to answers, and Perspective does it automatically, which is why this system works. And I love that you don't have to build anything from scratch, and I'm literally giving you my funnel. So how does this work? Every question in my funnel is there to disqualify people who aren't a good fit. And the coolest part is that every answer somebody gives you is gold. With Perspective, you can easily spot the trends of the answers and assign values to each question. For example, I know that 80% of the people who say they spend over $100,000 a month join the MBA program, so that lead is worth $8,000. If they've never paid for training, it's 1 in 20, and because it's $10,000, they're only worth 50 bucks. And I can pass that value back to Facebook. More on that later. It gets even better. The last question in my funnel is always, why do you want to be a part of this? The answers, well, that's the script for my next ad. Your leads will literally tell you in their own words exactly what they want and why they chose you. All you have to do is repeat those words in your content and your ads, and you'll be attracting more of the right people every single time. Lowering lead costs, improving conversion rates, and saving you time while you make a lot more money. All right, here's exactly how I set up my ads and why each step worked. Step one is script creation for the ads. I went through all of the responses from all of the best leads to assemble some really great raw material. I started by looking at the feedback from hundreds of leads that came through my Perspective funnel. I figured out who was a good fit and who wasn't, and fed those insights and their words into the 322 Method Ads copyright, which again is a free GPT you can use 100% of the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. That gave me ready-made video scripts and ad copy. I kept it loose while filming, but I literally copy and pasted this ad copy into the text fields of all of my content and ads. Step two is organic video creation. I filmed one video a day for 2 weeks and posted them organically as an Instagram reel. These organic reels later became my ads. No need to reinvent the wheel. The captions on these reels also told the viewers that they could comment the letters MBA on any post, and that would automatically send them a DM via ManyChat that would send them directly into the Perspective funnel. And that means every single day, before I even run any ads, and yes, I'm going to show you my ad account here in just a minute, every single day, I'm getting dozens of applications to my program for free, using nothing other than the words of my best leads to start with, so I only have to show up for like 10 minutes a day. And that brings us to step three, running the ads. Now it's time for some 50x ROAS ads on like $3,000 ad spend. In Ads Manager, I created a campaign called MBA Signups. I use those exact Instagram Reel posts as my ads. And when I ran them as ads, I attached a CTA button so people could click on it and immediately go into the funnel. And this brings us to step four, targeting and optimization. I only showed my ads to people who engaged in my Instagram or Facebook page or had been to my website in the last 30 days. We call this broad retargeting. These people already have some knowledge of who I am. They're probably already bought in a little bit. They're already aware of what's going on. I'm now letting these people who've developed a certain level of trust invest in themselves to make their lives better. And when it comes to the optimization, here's the key. I didn't optimize for purchases. I optimized for complete registration so that Meta would show my ads to the people who are most likely to finish my perspective funnel. And this is important. The funnel itself, built on perspective, was intentionally disqualifying. It wasn't long, but every question was designed to filter out anyone who wasn't serious or wasn't a perfect fit. So only the most qualified and motivated leads actually made it through. And I knew the projected value of each of those leads based on how they answered the questions. So I could use a tool like Zapier to send an offline conversion event back to Facebook as a good lead or great lead, and then assign a conversion value inside of the machine with my custom conversion events to what that lead was worth. Now I can run my entire lead gen funnel filling marketing efforts like an e-commerce business, and it was super easy to optimize for highest profit. All I had to do was turn off the ads where the cost per lead was above average and the gross profit per transaction was below. This is simple CPA and GPT economics. And I absolutely saw that some of the most engaging content was great at attracting the attention of some of the worst leads. But because I was only focusing on who could get through my disqualifying funnel and then optimizing for those that were worth the most money, I was able to turn off every ad that wasn't generating me the highest volume of profit. So here's the bottom line. You don't need a massive audience. You don't need to be a copywriting genius. You don't need a huge ad budget or any fancy tech. You just need three things. A trusted audience, even if it's just a couple hundred people. A funnel that does all the work for you by disqualifying everyone who's a waste of your time and money. And a simple ad strategy that turns your best organic content into a lead machine. And the best part is you don't have to do any of this work from scratch. You can literally copy and paste your way to success today, and it's free. I've done all of the heavy lifting for you. Click the link below to copy my exact perspective funnel, again, for free with one click, and start filling your calendar with qualified leads. And that's the whole system: script, video, ads, targeting, and a funnel that does all the heavy lifting for you that you can copy and paste right here, right now, today for free. Anyone can do this. As always, if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section down below. I'm here to help. And if you're ready to run up these ads from a couple $1,000s to over 6 figures, here's a great video for you. I laid it out step by step so that you can do this for yourself. You never need anybody else ever again. You deserve this success. And don't forget to hit this little button down here. And until next time, I'll see you on the internet.